you, yourself, you who are healthcare professionals, can help people find and create their healing place. Even if it's a tiny place, even if it's a small cubicle, they can put their little favorite picture or painting or picture of a loved one or a little bit of green plants in that space. I'm going to end by reading to you from the last chapter of my book, Healing Spaces, The Science of Place and Well-Being. The chapter is called Healing Gardens and My Place of Peace. My father and I sat on the terrace outside the kitchen door, eating breakfast early on a spring morning. He had propped a book against his outsized coffee mug, an old white china cup with the word Dad inscribed on it. I didn't have to leave for school for at least an hour, and my mother and sister were still getting dressed. My father looked up at me from his book and smiled as I ate my cereal. Listen. Listen to the sounds of peace, he said. I heard a dog barking, birds chirping, the pock-pock of a volley on the tennis courts across the street. These sounds did not seem unusual to me. I heard them all the time. Not until many years later, after my father died, did I mention what they meant to him. He'd spoken those words in the mid-1950s when the war in Europe was only a decade behind him, still so fresh in his mind that he could appreciate such quiet moments and revel in a sense of peace. His favorite psalm was the 23rd. Sometimes after dinner, he would pull a Bible off the shelf and sit at the table and read it to my sister and me. Every once in a while, he would look up at us with a smile that contained both wisdom and calm. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. My father had walked through the valley of the shadow of death during the war, somewhere in a concentration camp, in a place called Transnistria. I found that out after he died. He had never talked about it. The reason I put this in this book is, to me, the 23rd Psalm is the essence of a healing place. And I think it is universally. The still waters, the green pastures, even when you are in the shadow of the valley of death, seeing, whether you actually see through a window those green pastures or still waters, whether you see them in a beautiful painting like we see here, or whether you see them in your mind by remembering this poem or a beautiful place, it will help you heal. And so I thank the Susan Sebastian Foundation, Elise Braun. Susan Sebastian, in her memory, she has left an incredible legacy that will help so many others as they navigate through the valley of the shadow of death. So I thank you.